What's up guys, Pranav here and welcome back to the 3D printing channel. Today we're going to be discussing about this, a 3D printed Seattle Space Needle that we recently created. So first off, here's the design, and we created this on Tinkercad, and we actually used 4 different parts, and in total we just glued them together. Here you can see 3 parts, but it's actually 4 parts on the final design. So the bottom part is the base, and we made it in blue. You can see here the observation, sort of like a observation area. You can kind of just view the lower level from there. And this is probably where like the entrance is. And as you go up, you get to this white part, and you can see this is like a honeycomb design. Now this was the original design. We had a honeycomb like structure. However, we had to remove it and make it solid because in the final one, it was way too small and the nozzle could not create the honeycomb pattern. So if we wanted to create that, we would have had to made it bigger. So we had to make it solid at the end. And then as you keep going up, you get to this final part, which was originally attached to the honeycomb part, but it got separated, so we had to glue it. And then you get to the red part right here. But before that, there's this part right here. Now this part we made in black. We printed this in black because if we just printed it like this, it would have needed supports. So we printed that in black as like another observation area. And then you get to the main part, the Space Needle, which has like these sort of trapezoid kind of shapes, so sort of like a Reese's peanut butter cup. You can see the shapes, and then it all goes up to the needle. On the final one, the needle wasn't quite straight. As you can see, it's kind of bendy because it was really small and it wasn't able to keep the original shape. But the overall shape was fine. And we wanted it to be red, white, and blue because Seattle is in America, and we wanted to have America's colors, the red, white, and blue. So some problems we ran into was with the blue base, we needed a huge support right here, and just let it print with the support. But when we were taking it off, it was a huge mess. As you can see, this is all corroded. There's so much like dirt and like dust, and it's all flaky and everything. It's not a clean and smooth finish because we had to rip off the support with a hot knife. But the white portion, like I said before, we had to print this separately because this got detached from this. But other than that, it printed fine. The black part was fine. And then the red part, you can see it as kind of bumpy here. That's because it had a brim and we had to kind of like yank it off, and because of that, it kind of got messed up. And then I mentioned the needle earlier of how it was too small. So this is the design we wanted originally. This is the original Space Needle design. You can see the Space Needle part is mostly correct to our design. However, you can see these triangular beams right here that we do not have. Now, we tried making these on Tinkercad, but Tinkercad's a pretty limited software. We couldn't make this. We couldn't make the triangular parts, and we kept on trying and trying for hours, but we couldn't make those parts. Same with the top portion right here. You can see it's kind of like the triangular part, but reversed. Instead of that, we just kind of made it into a cone because we couldn't do that. But other than that, the Space Needle turned out to be a good 3D print, and we may even consider printing another one in the future, maybe modified, but for now, we don't plan to do that. All right, so that was our video on our 3D printed Space Needle. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of 3D printing.